3, and you're almost there to this sad memory. 2 and 1. And be there now. And tell me, what are you sensing or feeling? Look around and tell me, is it day or night?
Okay.
And where are you?
I am in a classroom.
And look around, who is with you? Other students?
Yes, other children.
And how old are you?
I'm 3.
You're in a classroom and you're 3 years old and you're looking around. How are you feeling in this classroom with all these children?
Alone.
You feel alone. Why do you feel alone?
No one wants to be my friend.
So you tried to make friends with these children and they rejected you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more. What happens as you're sitting there feeling alone and you were trying to make friends? What happens next?
I just sit there.
And what's going on in the classroom? Are other children playing together?
Other children are playing together and whispering.
Oh, so you feel they're talking about you?
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel?
Sad.
So you're feeling sad, I understand. Sad and alone, and these children were not kind to you. So keep going. What happens next as you keep sitting there?
No, I try to join.
And what happens?
I'm ignored.
So they ignored your efforts after you tried again to be their friend.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what happens. What do you do after they ignore you?
I walk away.
Feeling more sadness?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So how does the rest of the day go? Fast forward. Is there anything else significant with this time?
Yes, I have a loving teacher. And she gives me attention, noticing my sadness.
Very good. The teacher gives you love. Very good. Now, do you feel better after you go home and go to bed?
Yes.
Do these children continue to be mean to you every time that you go, for the most part?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to go and focus on those feelings in your body of feeling alone and feeling sad and feeling rejected as this little girl. Focus in on those feelings, intensify those feelings, and feel where are they located in your body? Where are they being held?
In my upper chest.
Upper chest. Okay, zoom into those. Deep breathing. Continue your deep breaths. Focusing as this 3-year-old little girl and all of those feelings. Zoom in with your spiritual eyes. What does this energy look like that's in your chest? Is it dark? Is it misshapen? Does it have any color?
It's bright. It's orange.
And have any shape to it?
Triangle.
Triangle, okay. So we're going to connect now. Take a deep breath in. We're going to connect to this bright orange triangle that is in your chest. We're going to give it a voice. It's going to speak through you and use your lips. So I'm going to bring this orange energy, focus on that orange triangle, focus on that energy. We're going to bring it up, 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 and speak through your lips now. We're connecting to that bright orange triangle and see what it has to tell us. Hello, energy there in Sydney's chest, the orange triangle. Can you tell me, what are you doing in her chest?
I'm showing her that she's always loved.
And who created you? Were you created by Sydney?
No,
Who created you?
God.
Oh, so you're a blessing.
Yes.
Okay, so does she have anything else blocking her chest that is there?
No.
So you just wanted to acknowledge that you were there today in her chest to give her love?
Yes.
Do you have a message for Sydney? Anything else she needs to know?
She doesn't need to fear being rejected.
Okay, she doesn't need to fear, no. So does she feel like she is this little girl and still being rejected by the world?
Yes.
So can you remind her more that she is never rejected by God and God's people, and how much she is eternally loved?
Yes.
She is a bright soul, she is a beautiful being, and she's an empath. And we are often rejected by the world, and we often come here and feel alone. So I feel your pain, and I understand that as an empath as well. Is Sydney a light worker?
Yes.
Can you tell her what her mission is?
She belongs with the people.
She belongs with the light workers.
Yes.
Does she have any other mission besides her light work?
Keep moving.
Keep moving, okay. How can she do her light work and be with the people more? How is she meant to do her light work? How can she better do it or more do it?
Stay open.
Keep her mind and heart open?
Yes.
How open is her mind and heart? Does she have anything blocking in the heart or mind area?
Yes.
In which or both?
In the mind.
Okay, let's connect. Is it a consciousness or it is a spirit attachment?
It's a spirit attachment.
Okay, that's what's giving her the headaches?
Yes.
Okay, I already knew this. All right, well, let's connect to the spirit that is in her mind now. We may connect to you again in a moment. Orange triangle, thank you so much. So now, Sydney, connect to this energy, to the spirit that is in your mind, that's been causing you headaches, that's been blocking you from your awakening and your blessings and doing more of your work you need to do. We're going to speak with that energy now. We're going to give it a voice. We're going to bring it down to your lips and connect with it now. So hello, Spirit. Welcome.
Hello.
Can you tell us, who are you? Can you tell us your name?
I am Darth.
You are Darth.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been with Sydney in her mind?
For a long time.
From a previous life or from this life?
From a previous life.
And can you take us and show us this life when you first came to be with Sydney?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go back in time and show Sydney this life where you were first came together to be with her in her mind. Floating through time and space, take a deep, deep breath in, connecting to this life. And tell me now, Sydney, where are you?
I am in the desert.
In the desert. Now look at your body. Are you a male or a female?
I'm a male.
And how old do you look? How old do you think you are?
I look like a young boy.
Young boy, very good. Now who is with you in the desert?
A horse.
Just you and the horse?
Yes.
Okay. Now what's going on? Are you lost in the desert?
Yes.
And how are you feeling? Are you afraid?
I'm confused.
You're confused. And how is your horse doing? Is your horse your friend?
Yes. My caretaker.
Okay. Do you feel connected to this horse?
Yes.
Do you recognize this horse? Look into the horse's eyes. Do you recognize it from your life now?
Yes.
Who is it in this life?
My boyfriend.
Very good. So tell me more. What goes on in this desert? Do you know what era it is? Ask what year it is.
What year is it? 1720.
1720 in the desert. Okay. Now you're feeling lost and you're feeling confused. What happens next?
There's a storm.
There's a sandstorm.
Yeah, there's a storm coming.
Okay. What do you do?
I keep walking.
And how are you feeling? Are you feeling more anxious and more scared?
Curious.
Curious? Okay. Do you walk away from the storm or towards the storm?
Towards it. I think it's where to go to get home.
Okay, very good. Continue your story. Keep telling me what happens next.
I get confused. I think I'm going the right way. And then I look around. I think it might be the other way. And I just keep thinking I got to keep moving till I'll find it. I'll find it.
Carry on. What happens? Do you find your way home or do you continue to be lost?
No, I continue to be lost.
Do you perish in the desert?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to go moments before you die, just before you disconnect from that body. Go to that moment and see, is this where that spirit finds you because you were confused and you were lost? Is this when the spirit attaches to you?
Yes, it took advantage of me.
Okay. So let's disconnect from that soul. See your soul leaving that body. See that soul floating up and tell me, where does that soul go? Tell me, does it go to the light?
It goes into the dark.
Goes into the dark. Okay, so follow that soul into the dark. And what do you find in that darkness?
Comfort.
Who is comforting you in the dark?
Nobody.
No one is with you. Why do you feel comfort?
I'm safe and I'm in a tiny ball and it's quiet and peaceful.
You're in a tiny bottle?
Ball.
Oh, okay. And how long do you stay here in this darkness?
Couple 100 years.
And do you learn anything in this time as being this dark ball in the darkness?
Yes.
And what did you learn?
That I'm always safe.
That you have nothing to fear. You had all that fear as this young boy, and you needed a long time to learn that you're always safe. How do you escape this darkness and being the dark ball?
I have new needs on earth.
They call you to come back to Earth?
Yes.
Okay, now let's connect to that energy that's in your mind. Darth, now, why did you not cross over to the light? Why have you been following Sydney all this time?
I love her.
Do you know her from a previous life?
Yes.
Who were you in that life that you loved her?
Her father.
Her father. What life was that? In Egypt as well?
Yes.
And what was your name as her father?
Rashi.
Rashi? Okay. Now, Darth, we need to let go of Sydney. If you're not being a blessing for her, you're causing her headaches. What are you trying to tell her with those headaches?
I'm trying to keep her safe.
You're trying to protect her?
Yes.
You're also blocking her in some way.
Yes.
How are you blocking her?
She doesn't need my protection anymore.
Okay. So Sydney needs to hear this, and you need to know this. She does not need your protection anymore, and she is protected by the angels. And you can still watch over her from the other side. Are you ready to go home now and back to the light?
Yes.
Can you remove any attachments and all your cords from Sydney? And how can we heal you and still and give her this healing as well?
Tell her I love her.
Okay, well, we will tell her. She hears you. Can you also ask for her forgiveness for causing her headaches?
Yes.
Yes, would you like her to forgive you?
Yes.
Okay, Sydney, do you forgive Darth for causing you headaches?
Yes, I forgive him.
Very good. He loves you very much, and he was trying to protect you the best he could. So, Darth, what light can we bring to you to help you out of your darkness and help bring you back to the light?
New love.
New love. Very good. What color is this new love?
It's pink.
Pink. Beautiful. We'll call on Archangel Raphael to bring in this pink, beautiful, loving light that will fill you with love, with new, empowering love. You will feel it through your entire being, through your entire essence and soul, and send this energy to Sydney as well, healing anything in her mind or brain that has been damaged in this time you were there, and disconnect from every lifetime and every incarnation of Sydney as well, allowing her to be free and moving on in each reality. What other light do you need, Darth?
Nothing.
Nothing. Very good. What message do you have for Sydney other than she needs to not fear?
She is beautiful.
She is very beautiful. What else have you been causing Sydney? Any thoughts that she's been thinking, or anxieties, or any doubts?
Fear about her mission.
Okay. And were you blocking her third eye or crown chakra?
Only sometimes.
Okay. So how is her chakras looking now as you disconnect?
Much better.
Okay, more open. Very good. So let's send you to light. Is there any other lesson that Sydney needs to know from that past life as a boy in the desert?
I was always with you.
Very good. So let's send you now. Archangel Michael will take you to the light. Take your energy, surround you, and go now to the light and tell me when you get there and tell me what you see. Who is waiting for you?
I'm here. My mother's here.
Very good. May the love and the light of the universe forever be with you, and thank you so much. And have you disconnected fully from Sydney now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Now, Sydney, I want you to connect back to that soul as you leave that darkness out in a dark ball and you go to meet with your council before you come back to Earth. So go to meet with your council the time just before you come back to Earth where you're needed again for another mission and another incarnation. Deep breath in, connecting to where you meet with your angelic council, and tell me when you're there.
I'm here.
And tell me who is there with you. Who do you see?
Mostly women.
Any that you know?
No.
No? Okay. Ask who is your main guide there.
Who is my main guide here? Ira.
Ira.
I.
And,
Something with an I.
okay, Ira. Ask, what does she look like? Describe her. Is
She's
she?
bright.
Mhm.
Very bright. She's redheaded.
Very good. What message does Ira have, or this council have for you? What is your next mission?
Stay here on the earth. Keep walking. Let them guide me.
And what is her next incarnation? Is it Sydney, or she has many next lives before she is Sydney?
Many.
Okay. Can we take her and show her the life that she needs to see the most today? That's either affecting her the most, or the life of who she needs to channel in this life.
Yes.
Okay, take her now and show her this lifetime. We will travel to this lifetime that Sydney needs to see and learn the lessons, or channel this being again in this life, traveling and floating through time and space, connecting to this lifetime we need to learn from. And tell me when you arrive and what you see or what you feel.
I've arrived and I am a leader. People come to me for answers and I serve them.
And what do you look like? Are you a male or female?
I'm a female. I have very, very long hair. And I wear a lot of adornment, a lot of gold. And I'm very tan.
And ask, where are you? What country are you in?
Where am I? I'm in Israel.
Israel, okay. And who is with you? Are you with people now?
Yes, lots of people.
Do you teach them?
Yes.
And what is your name in this lifetime?
Relaya.
What was that?
Relaya.
Malaya?
Relaya.
Okay, very good. How old are you here?
I'm 23.
3. So go on, tell me about your life. What do? You teach people, you lead people. Who is guiding you? Who is to do these things?
My angels.
Okay, who are your angels?
Michael.
Michael is guiding you?
Yes.
And do you know what your mission is in this lifetime?
To share love. To keep people healthy.
What's going on with these people that they need a leader and they need help?
They're hungry.
They're hungry. And do you feed them?
Yes.
What do you feed them?
It's this mixture. It's a mixture of grains.
So you feed them bread.
Yes.
Okay, very good. How do you feel in this lifetime? Do you feel you're serving a purpose and you feel happy and fulfilled?
Yes, fulfilled.
Are you married? Do you have children?
No.
Do you have a love interest?
No.
No, okay. So carry on throughout your day. Tell me what you do in a day. Tell me about your job and your work.
I wake up to serve. I live in a beautiful place. I'm always with people. I'm always making sure they're okay. And I'm always okay because they're okay.
Very good. So you're very connected to all these people and love your work, helping these people and giving them love.
Yes.
Now, does anyone else work with you and help these people too?
Yes.
And who are they? Are they your family? Are they your friends?
They're my friends.
Okay. Do you recognize any of these friends from this life?
Yes.
Who do you recognize?
Nora.
Mura?
Nora.
Nora? Okay. Very good. So go ahead and tell me more of your work. You wake up and you serve others. You pray together. Do you teach them? What else do you do?
Yes, we pray. We have service. We worship. We plant things.
Are you a healer as well?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay. And how do you heal?
I put my hands on them.
Very good. Now keep going in this life. Fast forward to when something significant is happening. Fast forward the scene to when something significant and very important is happening.
Someone comes in and tries to take over. It's beyond our control and there's nothing I can do.
Is it someone from the government?
Yes, someone with more power.
Do you recognize this person that has come in to try to take over?
No, I
Okay.
don't know him.
Okay. So what happens? He comes in and says you're no longer in power. What happens?
He makes us leave and everyone goes different directions.
And how are you feeling about this?
I feel lost. I feel hopeless. I'm unsure of what to do next.
Do you talk to your guides? What do your guides tell you?
They tell me to find just one person, serve that person.
Is that what you do?
Yes,
Did you lose your home and everything?
yes,
So where do you live now?
in a tent.
And as time goes on, do you stay in this tent?
No,
Where do you go in the future?
into a nicer home.
Okay. And do you work with more people as you live in this nicer home later?
Yes, little by little.
Okay, so you start rebuilding and start expanding. Very good. Now tell me and take me to another significant time that you feel was important in that lifetime. Something important is happening, something significant is happening in that life.
I give birth.
You give birth. Oh, you found a love and you give birth. Very good.
I don't find a love, I just give birth.
Okay. So tell me how you feel about this child.
So in love.
Do you recognize the eyes of this baby? The eyes are the window of the soul. Do you recognize them from this life?
Yes,
And who is it?
it's my mother.
Very good. So fast forward now, you're a mother, you raise this beautiful girl. So you are a single mother, you raise her alone?
Yes,
What happened to the father?
he didn't need to be a part of it.
Okay, very good. Now carry on to when some other significant time in this lifetime. Another important time in your life where something impactful is happening, something important or special is happening.
My child leaves to go serve her own work.
And how old was she?
15.
Okay. So you have taught her to be like you and carry on your work of healing and love for people.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? That she is leaving, but also carrying on the sacred work from God.
Good and sad.
Yes. Very much. Okay. So do you trust she will be okay?
Oh, yes.
Very good. Now carry on in this life. You've done a great job raising this beautiful child and teaching her well, and she will be a beautiful teacher as well. Now carry on to another important scene in this life. Or maybe you have finished.
I'm very old.
Very old. Okay. How are you feeling?
Frail. Small.
Are you dying?
Yes.
What are you dying from?
Old age.
Old age. Very good. How do you feel about your life as you lived it, looking back?
That it was many lives.
You've had many lives?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You feel you served your purpose and this was a happy life?
Yes.
Very good. So I want you to go ahead and take your last breath with that body. Disconnect, take a deep breath in, and release your soul from that aging old body that's ready to go, and follow that soul back up to the light, and we'll find out all that you need to know from that life. So keep going. Where does your soul go?
Into a bright, bright space.
Okay, and who is there when you get there?
Everybody.
Everybody. Very good. Now, what do they tell you?
That I did a great job.
Wonderful. Very good. What was your lesson to learn in that life?
To keep going, to persevere, and that I was very powerful.
So to never quit, never give up, and to persevere. Very good. So this is a life they showed you because this is who you need to channel and be in this life again. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. How is Sydney doing on her mission so far right now? Is she waking up?
Yes.
Okay. What more healing does Sydney need at this time that will help her awaken further? Does she need inner child healing?
Yes.
Very good. Well, let's work on that now. Back to that little girl that felt alone and felt rejected and didn't know what to do. So find that little girl now. Where is she hiding?
In the forest.
In the forest. Okay. So let's go and connect with her in the forest and speak with her now and tell her it's safe to come home. So I'm going to speak with the little girl, Sydney. Hello, Sydney. How are you, darling?
Hi, I'm good.
I'm here to help you, and the angels are here to help you.
Oh, wow.
We know that you've been scared, and we know that you've been hiding. And we want you to know it's time to come home, and it's safe to come home. And you are protected. Do you see the angels all around you?
Yes.
Talk to the angels and see what they have to tell you.
They tell me that they're always keeping me safe.
Beautiful. How does that make you feel?
Ready.
Feel like ready to go home and be back with Sydney again?
Yes.
Very good. Do you need any healing before you go?
I still hurt.
Yes, let's work on that hurt. Where is that hurt? In your heart?
In my stomach.
Your stomach. Okay. What is there anything in your stomach that's hurting it?
just a big pulsing, something that's pulsing.
Okay. Let's connect to this pulsing energy that's in your stomach. Let's give it a voice and see what it's doing there and see what it's blocking or causing. So connect to this pulsing energy that's in the stomach now. We're going to connect, focus on that pulsing, feeling energy in the stomach. And take a deep breath in. And hello, energy in Sydney's stomach. How are you? We welcome you.
Thank you.
Can you tell me, what are you doing in Sydney's stomach?
Keeping her afraid.
Keeping her afraid. Okay. And how did you come to be with her in her stomach when she was afraid as a little girl?
Yes, when she was scared.
Now, are you a spirit or are you something she created?
I am hers.
She created you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So since you were born of Sydney, who is a light being, you can see all of her light surrounding her, correct?
Yes.
Did you know that you're a light being as well?
Yes.
So she created you in a time when she was confused and she was sad and she was lonely. But that is not who she truly is, and that is not who you truly are either. So you've been doing this job causing fear, and you do not need to do this job anymore. And Sydney does not need to have any fear and needs to be brave and strong to do her mission and awaken more. Are you ready for a new job where you can be a blessing for her instead?
Yes.
What else have you been causing Sydney to feel besides fear?
Pain.
Pain in her stomach?
Womb, in the womb.
In the womb, okay. Well, we're going to bring healing energy to her womb, and we're going to bring healing energy to you. What light do you need to transform now? What would you like to do and be instead of pain and fear?
Bright red light.
Bright red, beautiful. We'll ask Archangel Raphael to bring this red, bright light that's going to shine into you and into Sydney. And what does this light do for you?
Breaks me open.
Okay, so it's going to shine away and shatter all of the darkness
Yes.
and anything else this red light does. It's transforming you now back into your light being.
Brings in new birth.
New birth, very good. So bring in this new energy that's transforming you and healing you and Sydney at the same time, shining this new birth for you both. Sydney is going to awaken and be reborn, and so are you, and be a beautiful team together. And keep shining that light from the angel until you become a glowing red being, until Sydney's aura is red as well, shining into you both. And tell me when that is all done. Healing the stomach and healing her womb as well. What other light do you need?
More red.
More red. Okay, keep doing the red. Keep shining the red. Bringing in beautiful, new, bright, and strong energy, a fearless energy, taking away all of the fear. There is nothing to fear. Sydney is protected and guarded by God and the angels, and she has nothing ever to fear. So breaking up all that fear, taking away every ounce and every drop and every speck of fear that is in Sydney's being or within you. And tell me when it's done.
It's done.
What other light do you need now?
None.
None. And what job will you be doing now for Sydney? Making her feel brave and fearless?
Yes, always sure.
Always sure. So making her sure of herself. Very good. No more doubts.
No more doubt.
Yes, very good. No more doubt. Believing in herself, helping her have good thoughts and trust herself and believe in herself and believe in her mission and the way. Beautiful. What does Sydney need to know? What message do you have for her?
She will have a baby.
Will it be a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Very good. And who will it be the reincarnation of?
A sister.
Okay. Very good. And will this baby be a leader on the new earth?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. So we have some questions. We would like to connect to Sydney's higher self now. So let's go ahead and connect to her main guide. And thank you so much for helping us with her healing. And I look forward to seeing Sydney awaken and all the work and good work you do together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So now connect, take a deep breath in and connect to Sydney's higher self. And tell me when you're ready to speak, higher self or her main guide.
I'm ready.
Very good, thank you. Can you tell me who are you? What is your name?
I am known as the purple being.
A purple bean?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't have a name?
No.
Okay, very good. So can you answer some questions for Sydney that we have today?
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much. So I should just call you Purple Bean?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Okay, can you tell me who are Sydney's spirit animals?
Horse.
And what does a horse
An
do? A horse and what?
owl.
An owl, okay. What does the horse do?
It moves, it runs, it's grace.
Gives her love and protection?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And what does the owl do for her?
It's wisdom. Always watching.
And spiritual vision?
Spiritual vision, yes.
Very good. Now, and you are her main guide, correct?
Yes.
So, what planet are you from?
Pluto.
Pluto, okay. And have you ascended already?
Yes.
Okay. Who are her other guides that guide her? Is her grandfather with her, Joseph?
Joseph.
Okay. Can we have a message from Joseph today?
He said no.
No? Oh, not today? Okay. Will she get one later from him?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. That is fine. Now, Sydney would like to know, how can she connect more and how can she serve more in her capacity or as her mission? What does she need to be doing?
Meditation.
Should she be listening to meditation music more?
No, in silence.
Silence, okay. Holding the selenite, will that help?
Yes.
Very good. And is she having trouble meditating? Was that spirit in her head blocking her?
Yes.
Okay, so it should be easier for her now.
Yes, much easier.
Very good. What abilities does Sydney have?
She can see into the future.
Is she a prophet?
Yes.
And how much of that ability is awakened right now? Just a little?
Half.
Half, okay. So how will she awaken it more?
Listen to the visions.
Okay. She needs to trust and listen them.
Yes.
Does she have them in her dreams or does she see them in her mind?
Both.
Both. Okay. So she hasn't been trusting her visions?
Sometimes.
Okay. Very good. She wants to know, how is her progress right now? How is she doing in her spiritual journey?
Really well. She has some work to do.
What does she need to work on?
Being quiet
Okay. And trusting?
and trusting and softening.
Being quiet, softening, and trusting. Very good. Well, I need to work with her some more.
No.
No? Who does she need to work with?
Her mother.
Okay. Is her mother awakened?
No.
No. So she needs to help her mother awaken?
Yes.
Okay. And her inner child is healed. How is her heart chakra? Does she have anything else blocking her?
It's ready.
She's ready?
Yes.
So nothing in her heart and nothing in any other of her chakras?
In her stomach.
Okay, there's still something in the stomach?
Mm-hmm.
Another energy? All right, let's connect to that energy in the stomach now. Bringing that energy up from the stomach. We're going to give it a voice. Focus on this energy that's in the stomach. What does it look like?
A blue bubble.
Blue bubble, okay. So focus on that blue bubble. We're going to bring it up, 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 and give it a voice now. Hello, blue bubble in Sydney's stomach. How are you today?
Sad.
Sad. Oh, are you a sad essence?
Yes.
How were you created? By Sydney?
Before this life.
Or this life? Okay. When she was very sad.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to take her to this life and show her this life now. Will you take her and show her when you were created?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you. Now, Sydney, take a deep breath in, and we travel now through time and space, connecting to that lifetime that you need to heal, floating and drifting back in time to find the time when this blue bubble was created and learning your lesson. Keep floating and drifting back in time, and tell me when you get there, what do you see?
A nest.
A nest. Very good. Are you a bird?
Mm-hmm.
What type of bird are you?
A pigeon.
Okay. And what's going on with you? Why are you sad? Are you sad?
I can't find my eggs.
So tell me what happens next. You come to your nest and you can't find your eggs. How are you feeling?
Sad.
Sad. Very good. I'm sorry you can't find your eggs. Now tell me more. What happens next? Do you look for them?
Yes, I find them smashed.
So they fell out of the nest?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you feel now looking at your eggs that they fell out of your nest and are broken?
Sad.
And what do? Do you never you died?
Mm-hmm.
So you never let go of the sadness. You carried the sadness into death.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a lesson to learn to let go of sadness when sad things happen, that there's always tests and trials and tribulations, moments of sadness in our life. But we cannot hold on to the sadness. We cannot go on with broken hearts. We cannot feel any more joy or any happiness when we live in sadness and focus on all of the sad things. Everything in life is a lesson. And you know that your eggs, they never really died. Death is an illusion. So even though it seemed like you lost your eggs, you can meet those souls and those babies again in another life. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you ready to let go of that sadness and
Yes.
the blue bubble that is in your stomach associated from losing your eggs? Transform now into happiness, letting go of all that sadness. So, blue bubble, what light do you need to transform?
Yellow.
Yellow, does that bring in joy?
Yes.
Very good. So, bring in from Archangel Raphael this joyful, beautiful light that's going to heal and transform and shine away all of the sadness that is in you, shining brighter and brighter, lighting the way of joy and happiness, breaking up and shining away all of the sadness and darkness that you do not need anymore, becoming a pure, bright, and yellow light. Do you need anything else to release this sadness?
No.
Okay. And what lesson were you meant to learn from that life?
That there's always lightness,
Very,
even if it's heavy.
very good. So even when sad things happen and dark things happen, there is always something brighter and light to see.
Yes.
Very good. Now let's go back and connect to your higher self, the purple being from Pluto. Take a deep breath in. Transform that sadness in your stomach, bringing in that yellow light into your stomach as well, healing that. Connecting again to the purple being to finish your healing session. Hello, purple being, are you there?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Can you tell Sydney about the new earth or show her a vision of the new earth, please? And ask her to describe it or describe it for us.
It has some chaos, but more beauty. More beauty that opportunities for her to share. More connection. But
Well,
she has to stay on the path.
okay. Is she wandering on that path right now?
Sometimes.
Okay. Can you tell her what the new earth will be like? What will she be doing on the new earth?
Less dance. More voice.
So a leader? Will she be a leader in the new earth?
Yes.
Does she know about the new earth and the awakening?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Can you tell her what's happening on the old earth? What's going on with the shift and what is the purpose of it?
The purpose is to refresh, to remember.
And can you tell her, how do we know each other? Do we know each other from any past lives?
No, we've just always known each other.
Okay. Is she soul family?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Has she been a blue avian in any life?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Um, Is she going to meet more soul family soon?
Yes.
Very good. So you've shown her a vision of the future, and she knows her baby that will be born soon. Will it be with her boyfriend now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And is he a light worker as well?
No.
No. Does she have to awaken him?
No, he will.
Okay, very good. So he will be a light worker, or is he have another job?
He's have another job.
What is his job?
Share his gifts.
Okay, very good. Now, has Sydney achieved all the healing we can today? Is there anything else that I can help her with? Does she need an activation?
Yes.
Okay. So what color light do we need to bring into her crown?
Purple.
Purple from you? Okay. And we will bring in this purple light directed from the purple being, directed from the angels, directed from source. This purple, beautiful, magnificent energy shining into the crown and the third eye chakra, bringing this activation of awakening her powers and her abilities. Envision this purple light from also coming from Saint Germain and his purple energy, bringing in this healing, beautiful, awakening energy that's going to even affect the cells and the DNA, awakening all that she needs to be, empowering her and her abilities. Keep shining that light, this healing, beautiful light into her being. And tell me when the job is done.
It is done.
Thank you so much. Beautiful. So all of her chakras are open now?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. So are we complete with this session?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you so much, Purple Energy. I appreciate you, and thank you for your time and your love and your wisdom. Will I be speaking to you again?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you so much. It was an honor to meet and be with you, or do I already know you?
We know each other.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So we're going to bring Sydney back now, remembering all of the wisdom that she learned, bringing back her power, remembering who she was, this leader, this teacher, using her voice and using her abilities, allowing her to have no fear moving forward, that she has nothing to fear, that she is a brave and a bold and magnificent being and soul, and she has a great mission and a great purpose, and she is going to help many, many people. So allow her to see and remember and know her true self and how amazing she is, and not to fear being rejected. And keep awakening, keep following the path that leads her, and keep trusting the way and trusting what God and the angels show to her. Keep having an open mind and an open heart as you go. And trust you are protected, and trust we will be okay, and the new earth awaits us all. So coming back, feeling refreshed, feeling energized, feeling empowered, believing in herself more and beginning to wake up. She can open her eyes Come back to us gently. There's no need to rush. Take your time. Stretch if you need. Slowly back. Waking up a little bit more. How do you feel?
Good.
Good? How was that?
Very good. Oh, it was great.
Hold on, let me turn my video on. Sorry, my cat is distracting. Wow, so you got to see a few lives. That's awesome. You were a pigeon. Maybe you were a dove. I don't know. Is that the same thing? I don't know.
Wow.
Wow, that was awesome. So you had a life on Pluto. Whoever is oh, my cat, hold on. Hey, stop being a bad girl. Go. In or out. When I shut the door, they go crazy and they want to be in here and then I shut it and then they want to leave and I'm like my client's hearing the scratching. So yeah, that was amazing. I think you did really well. That was a really good first session. How deep you got and how much you got. Were you seeing visions or was it just a knowing?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A lot of it was very visual. Yeah, where I felt like I was really in those places.
That's awesome. Okay. And what do you feel was most impactful that you learned today?
That sadness I was holding on to as a little girl. And that I was a wounded child in a past life too, but I feel like that is in a way like released and fulfilled after today. I feel like it's like they don't feel that sadness anymore.
Yes, very good. And that's what people are so unaware of, that it's not just, everyone knows we have stuff we bring from our childhood for the most part, but even our past lives, that we bring baggage from our past lives. And it started for me in 2015. I almost died. I had Lyme disease and I was sick and bedridden for a year. And it turns out it was because of something I did in a past life, because I couldn't understand. Was I cursed? What did I do wrong? I thought I was a good person. And then understanding now all of my pain, all of my suffering, everything we go through just in this life, Kent, some of it, it's karma from a past life. And the more we learn about our past, it helps us learn who we really are, because you're not just this girl who you are in this body and in this life. You're so much more than that. We actually take all these things. Our soul remembers everything. So our soul has all these lessons learned that it wants us to know, and we're able to learn them when we do these healing sessions. We talk to the soul. So knowing now that you are more psychic, you're a prophet, you'll be able to get messages directly more, and not always necessarily from me or another healer, but I can also help you get more and deeper messages at times until you awaken to your full abilities.
Yes. Okay.
Which is nice. But right now it doesn't seem like you need any more healing. But it sounds like Joseph will be bringing you a message soon, either through me or maybe directly to you. So I already knew that you had a horse as a spirit guide, a brown horse, they told me. And I don't know if you saw its color, but
deep brown.
Okay. My son has a horse too, and an owl. Oh, actually, you guys have the same animals. I just realized that he has a golden owl and a black horse. So, and the different horses will do different colors do subtly different things. It's really interesting. So what you need to take from this is you need to meditate more. You need to trust yourself more, have no fear going forward. And let's see, know how amazing you are, know how beautiful you are. Don't fear being rejected. It doesn't, people that are asleep aren't going to they don't like your light. I've had this my entire life too. I was really bullied as a kid. Everywhere I went, every school I went to numerous schools. So And really that was to make us stronger. You know,
Mhm.
we have to learn to deal with rejection. I'm still dealing with it on a regular basis because people don't understand what I'm doing. People don't
Right.
understand. They think it's satanic. They think it's weird. They think I'm, I'm doing things wrong when I'm following God and following what I'm supposed to do, but they've been taught wrong, you know.
Right.
So just understand not everyone is going to resonate with you, and don't
Mhm.
worry about those people. We're meant to focus on the people in the middle. The people that they have to have an open mind first off. If they don't have an open mind, you're really wasting your time and energy.
Yes.
So, but the light workers, we always feel alone. I felt alone my whole life and felt
Mhm.
like I wasn't supposed to be here and that I didn't fit in, and it's because we have such big hearts and we have so much love and we're so empathetic. And we come here and it's sadness and it's anger and it's greed and it's hate. And this is not our true home. We don't like it. We want
Mhm.
to go back to the light. So I definitely, understand those feelings there. And that's very common with, light workers and that. And did you know what a light worker was before today? Have you heard of it?
I've heard the term, and I had a teacher gift me a book about the Hathors,
Okay.
about